Good morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. It's a little dark in here for you. There, that should make it easy. The sun's not up yet. Okay, I am going to make Dutch apple muffins. All these can be made in the autumn and stuff, but I make them whenever I feel like them. They're a nice snack to have for the family. And I'd rather them eat that than eat some garbage that they come in with from school, eating crackers. Well, actually, I should say chips and stuff, which isn't healthy for them. We need 2.5 cups of flour. I'm going to be using 2 cups of all-purpose and a 1/2 cup of whole wheat. Yeah, I know, I bought frozen peaches to make that, which I was not happy with. I didn't like that other muffin recipe. I'm going to change it around to make it more nutritious than what it is. But not today. I tell you, I get a lot of ideas. I thought about cranberry eggnog, you know. Those are Christmas and autumn things you would think of. You know, she used more flour when it comes to using whole grains. And you know, I added, and they went, what am I doing? Added more flour than I need. So it's a 1/2 cup of whole wheat, and it's 2 cups of all-purpose. All right, we need a teaspoon of salt. Sandra, you've got, hold on, I'm messing up on myself today. That's what I get for cooking before I wake up. That's my, and the 2 teaspoons, I put in 1 teaspoon of baking powder. You need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I grabbed the wrong container. And you're going to need 1/4 cup of dark brown sugar, which I made. Yeah, I got in and I made sure I got my salt mixture done. I got my sugars done. I will be canning milk and heavy cream so I can make all of my things that I need for baking. I know I'm sort of being abstract now. You say, yeah, well, I'm getting myself together. Okay, now that I put all of this in a bowl, I'm going to mix this up. I know you didn't see me put it in the bowl, but it was all going in the bowl. I'm using my hand just to make sure I get the brown sugar all mixed up and there are no real big lumps. Now I have some old apples. This is why I'm making Dutch apple. And we'll get cinnamon in it in a minute. Yeah, the apple's going to be going, so I am going to try to salvage them as much as possible. You're probably saying, you don't peel your apples? No. should give me about a cup because I'm looking for. Yeah, just about. We have old apples, believe you me. We try to use them in everything we can. Farmers would give the old apples to their animals. Well, I got a little more than a cup, so that'll be fine. I want a half a cup of raisins in this, because everybody knows a Dutch apple pie has what in it? Raisins. Now, I've never had an apple pie made with cheddar, but I know apples and cheddar cheese go excellent together. So this is where women get ideas. They think of something that tastes good and they put it together and see how it comes out. I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of cinnamon in here. Now see, this is almost like a meal having this. And this is how I like to eat. If I'm going to eat. Don't play around with it. Alright, in another bowl, we got all our dry ingredients of fruit together. 2 eggs. Yeah, I got an eggshell. I got 2. Now we need 1/4 of a cup of honey. Not honey, oil, my mistake. I'm thinking for you what you're going to have to use, and I'm using what I'm going to use. These are all the liquid going together. We've already done. There's another eggshell. I was bad this morning. Set your oven to 400. Now, I'm using my sugarcane syrup that I made. Now, if you don't have sugarcane syrup, and I showed you how to make it, and you don't wish to make it, you can use 1/4 of a cup of honey in place of this. But I love this. It's really nice. Now, I'm going to use my discard. You can use buttermilk, You can use yogurt or sour cream if you wish. Maybe the biggest spoon. Here's my tall one. Here it is. But I'm using my discard. And I need 1 1/4 cups. So if you don't have a discard, you can use sour cream, like I said, or you can use buttermilk, or you can use, you know, whatever. So you have other options that you can use. It's just that because I make my own yeast, I also have to think in this terms as well. How to get rid of the discard if I'm not baking. So I use it in place of the things. And it gives a lovely sourness, slight sourness to it. And it's nutritious, so it's not that you're really wasting anything. Okay, flour's there, and you need 4. See, when you mix it thoroughly. Oh, I don't need this first. What am I doing? Oh, I have my days, don't worry. And as you can see, it's not completely mixed, because if you mix it all the way, your muffins will fall. So I'll show you, see, it's not mixed all the way. See, I use these things as a snack in the house because I know your family likes sweets. So I can make these. They're easy to make. Different combinations. These are some of the first things I learned to make with my mother. Except she always used white flour. Now, my mother didn't really introduce me to whole wheat flour. I was always asking for it as a child. She didn't know where I got the idea from. I think these are going to be big muffins. I know they're going to be rich and nutritious. They're going to be huge. Maybe I should use my bigger pan. I didn't think of that. Jesus. I'm going to have some extra muffins. I'm sorry. I got enough to make 1 or 2 more muffins. So we'll get these in. I really want to put more on these. I'm going to. They're going to be heavy. Well, these don't come out. It will be my fault, right? Can't blame you guys for them. You can see that batter discard. You see how tacky it is? It holds things together. That's why I love using it. Now this you're going to put in the middle of the oven. And I think they're going to cook about, what, 20 minutes? 15 to 20 minutes. I'll let you decide how long on that. That's what it reads. So I will see you. I'm going to put them in the middle of the oven. Always remember the middle of the oven unless they state otherwise. We're going to bake in 20 minutes and we'll see how these Dutch apple muffins come out. Let me get them out of the way. So I'll see you then. Okay, here they are. They are done. They have to sit 5 minutes before we can take them out. So I'll see you in 5 minutes and we'll see what they taste like and pray they come out. Okay. Here it is. I have it right here. You can see it cooked nicely. We'll bake it up and see how it looks. That's how it looks on the inside. Now we'll try it and see if it came out all right. They're a little bit dry. I think I need another tablespoon of liquid in it. Definitely another tablespoon of liquid. You have a hint of the cinnamon in spite of the amount that we added. If you want them a little more flavorful, add a teaspoon of vanilla to it. This is what we do when we make these things. We think and taste it for flavor. So I think it needs a teaspoon of vanilla in it, which would enhance the cinnamon flavor in it. And another tablespoon of liquid. and they will be fine. So I'm going to finish eating my muffin. You take care and have a great day.